Good morning, Travel Smiles Associates. Just anything to make Tiffany smile, right? Travel Smiles. Sunny, sunny, young one. Okay, okay. Whatever the fuck she does. God, I can't. The thing is, she actually likes doing that shit. Like, that bitch actually likes doing that shit. Look, oh, fuck was I gonna talk about? Look, whether you want to accept it or not, all the other fuckers out there. I really just am a homebody and I like to just chill and do things. And even when I make a bunch of money, I just want to put it in crypto and all the other things. My phone's over there. I cashed out $5,000, well, just under $5,000, like 4,960 or some bullshit like that. Gemini should be hitting my bank either tomorrow or Friday. And I get my niece paid back with her interest, and then that's that. All that shit I was saying about those creepy, yeah, I don't know why they do that shit. Like, it's so odd. It's so odd. People are just weird. But on that note, I guess what I want to say is, look, all the Tiffany Posher Young fans, all that bullshit. The main reason why I sassed Tiffany in front of all you all is because that's the only way to see the real Tiffany. Look, and also like, oh yeah, I might not go up to New York this weekend because I think I'm going to be working again, and it's going to be a bit more. I don't want to deal with the having to deal with what if something happens and all that bullshit. So I have to double check. But assuming that I don't come this week, I'll come next weekend. Just because I promised some of Tiffany's fans that I met, who I guess are friends, dude, all of Tiffany's fans are really hot. So those, oh my God, those girls are so hot. And they're not as hot as Tiffany, but they're pretty fucking hot. I promised them if I came up, I'd hit them up. So I might go up next week. But even if I do, it's just to say hi. I'm not really trying to look. Tiffany the vet and all that bullshit. You're cute. You're hot. I like your pink hair too. I think Tiffany did feel a little silly when she like sassed you up a little bit. She was like, "Everyone, Tiffany the vet's the best," and I was like, "Yeah, I got Tiffany the vet's number." And she was like, "Arr." "It's just cool. We'll just be friends." I don't know. I might start collaborating with all your fans though. See how things go. I really don't like her music because it seems controlled. It's not like a bunch of people who are like, I have this dream to let this sound out, and I have to let this no matter what. And they're just like at home, you're just like making music nonstop and going places, and no, this is good enough. I'm not gonna sell out to you. They don't do that. They're like, where can I sell out, please? Hello, hello, can I sell out here? Can I sell out? What do you want me to do so I can sell out? Okay, sell out time. Cow says moo. The cow says moo. That's what it was. So I saw some thingy that said Espa Spicy made 100 million views. Okay. So according to the CPN thingy, module thingy, that means they made $250,000 off that 100 million views. Okay. But did they make it or did SM make it? Did the production cost eat that up? Did the marketing cost eat that up? All the other, how much of that actually went to those four girls? And then, assuming they actually made money on that, everyone knows how SM steals everyone's money. Look at all the shit they had to do to get to 100 million views in 3 months. They did Governor's Ball. They did a bunch of fashion shows. They did a bunch of marketing on TV. They haven't had time to take a shit since. I guarantee you those bitches eat while they take a shit because they're not allowed to eat. So you mean to tell me that four people I've never heard of before are going to collaborate with some K-pop hag, really beautiful soulmate of mine, and expect me to believe they're going to make the same type of money that an entire production crew with 4 bitches working nonstop overtime is going to make. I don't believe you. I do not believe you. I do not believe you at all. You are not, this is not your idea to do that shitty music bullshit with those douchey losers. Someone else is making you do it or tricked you into doing it. It could be your idea because it's retarded enough, but like the math behind it makes it too complicated for it to be your idea. Something else I wanted to talk about. Anyways, these people are just losers. They're douchey losers. They have nothing to offer society. And yesterday I was saying yesterday about those creepy weirdos. That's how most of them get to that point. I don't know the ones she collaborates with, and I don't want to know them. I'm just saying, like, don't you think it's like, look, remember how like Marin is like making her music videos and Crypto Witch is making her videos now? It's just like when Tate tried to make his music video. Just how like all these like Tim Pool's making music videos now. Who is a fucking loser, by the way. They're like such sellouts. Like what was it? They are all in a club where all they do is use media to try to convince people, sheep, to do things for them. And all this media bullshit is basically a buffer overflow for your brain. And they're like, well, I'm high ranking and I control the media, so you have to do things for me. And then after I use you enough, you can use the other people. Well, what if just people just don't use people? What if you just do things because you want to do them? Right? But anyways, yeah, so the thing I was saying, like, I sassed Tiffany, right? Look, Tiffany's on that fucking stage. And she's talking to everyone. She's like, well, you're the best, and you're the best, and I'm the best, and we're all the best. That's not Tiffany. Tiffany, when I told Tiffany, when I was stealing Tiffany's attention, and she's like, you know me, I know you. I do it for you too. That's real. That's Stephanie. That's real Tiffany. Anyways, let's talk to Loogie. Anyways, so Tiffany gets told what to do so much. I don't think she knows who the fuck she is anymore. And I kind of know what she's coming from. Probably not as much as she's been doing this for years. I did it for maybe a year or two without even knowing it'll happen to you. Because I remember I was talking to one of my wrestling coaches in high school, and I was like trying to work out like a weightlifting plan, and I was like, should I do this or this? And he was like, why would you do that? And he was like, well, the older brother 1 does that, and the older brother 2 does that. He goes, what do you want to do? And I was like, go home and watch Dragon Ball Z. He was like, go home and watch Dragon Ball Z. So I went home and I watched Dragon Ball Z. But like, that's what it is. Tiffany's doing shit because she thinks she has to do shit. And she thinks she has to do shit because she's trying to do this because that's what everyone else is doing and all that bullshit. But I don't think it makes her, I know it doesn't make her happy. That bitch is not happy. That bitch smiles way too much to be happy. Or at least content. Believe it or not, I'm content as fuck because I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. Unless you make a really good, convincing speech about it or whatever the fuck. But the fact of the matter is, even though Tiffany being around, she likes to, complain and make things difficult, life is still short. And I don't want to spend my life appeasing a bunch of losers I don't even give a shit about for money I don't really even fucking need. All right? If you have $250,000, why are you pandering to a bunch of douches? If you can really make, this is the thing I don't understand. You expect me to believe that these douches can make $10,000+ a month on a song that they work on for like 5 minutes a day? Why aren't you just blasting music out all over the place? Why does it take 8, 10, 12 a year to put out a song? Because even the money you're making isn't going to you, it's going to someone else, right? And you're just one of thousands they have that they're taking money from. And they're like, you must work with them. I own them, and I own you, and I own them, and you must collaborate and give me the money. Or you could make some real music that people don't make you make, put it on Web 3.0, sell it for less, and still make more. There's something going on behind the scenes about this musical bullshit that I'm not okay with. I'm not okay with it. If this was about music, they would just make music. If this was about music, I've known musical bitches a fuck ton. If this was about music, every single time Tiffany was doing an event, in her downtime, she'd be humming to herself, hum la la la, this is the song, this is the song I want, this is the song I want to make. This is the song I want to make. And that's the shit she would be doing in her downtime. Like when if she was really that into music and making her sound be heard, when she was walking the Samsung store, she'd be like, "Oh, hi everyone, here's the Samsung store. Sorry, I forgot about that. I was thinking about the song I have in my head." That's how like artists, like that bitch I was talking about in Tenebris thingy, that Christina bitch who became an opera singer, that's how she was. Everyone said she was like a musical genius. Like she was probably autistic also because she only cared about opera singing. But that bitch could sing. Tiffany's got a good singing voice. See what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be an asshole. It's like she doesn't seem like she feels the music. It seems like she's contractually obligated to do some shit with some losers, or she has to pay them money. That's what it's. That's what the issue really is, and she's not explaining it. So the more she doesn't explain it, the more I think that's what it is. Anyways, look. I legitimately hate dating apps. When I met Tiffany the first time, as Stephanie, I had no dating apps. Okay, I was brand new to social media. Okay, literally, I don't use dating apps. When Tiffany found me again, I wasn't using dating apps. Okay, I literally was bored. Was like, I have to go to New York, and I'm not getting a hotel, and I'm not even. And before I knew Tiffany with Stephanie, I was like, let me see if I can get some bug bounties and all that bullshit. Like, you just have to understand that's just what pen testing is. But she has this phobia that like I'm gonna like meet someone new and like run away with them and not her. And I keep telling her no. The phobia she should have is someone else about as hot or hotter than her is gonna meet me, wants to do the shit I want to do, and then she'll be old news. I really don't think it's gonna happen because honestly, I like her enough to where 6 years later the shit's still going on. But never say never. You know, it's happened before already. So it is what it is. Your music, you are musically talented. The music you put out sucks. The music you put out takes your talent, twists it, you know, contorts it, changes it into something else, and then sells it for less than half of a fourth of a cent. If aespa has to do all that bullshit for 250,000 million views, for $250,000 that they don't even get to fucking keep, why do you expect me to think you're going to do any better on your own? It's a show. It's a shitty show. Let's change the fucking channel. It's that simple.